Young lion, everywhere I look, they're dying. Everywhere I look, they're dying. Young lion, everywhere I look, they're dying. Everywhere I look, they're dying. Young lion, won't you get up? Come to your garden, I eat from your tree, I step in your river, and it takes me deep. Your heart is my temple, your tears rinse my feet. I walk out, I'm able to carry your peace. It's all in your feelings. It's all how I receive your sound. All in your feelings. Your emotions, they find me out. It's all in your feelings. It's all how I receive your sound. All in your feelings. Your emotions, they find me out. When I let it go, when I let it go, then I let it go. I let it all go now. I let it go. Hey, now I let it go. I let it go. Whoa, I let it all go now. Oh.
What's up, everybody? We are live, and it's a beautiful time of year. It's a beautiful time of year. We're getting ready. I got the Charlie Brown Christmas tree up. You know what I'm saying? I got turned off because copyrights, but I just wanted to set the tone real quick. It's that time of year, man, when the world is full of cheer. Peace on earth and goodwill towards man.
Excuse me, Mom.
Yes, Simone.
Yeah. But
I love Christmas.
We were just talking about it.
Yeah.
We love Christmas. Christmas is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, I appreciate y'all for being here with us this Tuesday evening, the Tuesday before Christmas. So this is our pre-Christmas stream. A few of us are in here tonight in the Lion's Den. We're gonna get into some stuff. There's a lot going on, man. So let's get ready to get into it. You are watching Young Lion TV.
Young lion, everywhere I look, they're dying. Everywhere I look, they're dying. Young lion, everywhere I look, they're dying. Everywhere I look, they're dying. Young lion, won't you get up and stop fighting? Everywhere I look, they're hiding.
That's right. I wanted to play a different one for y'all real quick. Hey, come on now. Now that's a classic.
There you go.
Come on.
Y'all can dance now. Go ahead.
Get into it. Get the spirit. Yeah.
Do they know who it is?
Huh?
They know who it is?
Hey, that's us right there.
Yeah.
That's us singing.
We ain't got to worry about
technically,
copyrights on that, right?
it's Leon Huff.
It's listed as Leon Huff
featuring
Jatan,
Right.
which he is technically
Legendary.
He is technically playing keys on it. So,
Yeah,
you know, we put it out under that. What's funny is Shaniqua texted me the other day, James' wife, who's on the show usually. And she just sent me a text with a screenshot of she was listening to satellite radio, and it was I think it was Have Yourself a Merry Christmas, and she was like, this song came on, and I was like, this sound like Jamie, and then and then she said, but she saw Leon Huff on there, and then she texted me like, yo, is this y'all? But then she what's it called? What's the app where you can? She Shazammed it and saw that it was us with Leon Huff.
Nice.
Yeah, it was funny. But I told her, I said, that's why we put it out on the Huff so that satellite radio would play.
That's right.
Giving away our secrets.
Hey, man. Shout out to Leon Huff, man.
Yeah,
the
man.
legend. That was fun working on that with him, man. Yeah. I always wanted to do some Christmas music. I know you have too.
Yeah.
I love Christmas music, and we always wanted it to be classic sounding.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of what we did. That one, Please Come Home,
Some good.
White Christmas.
yeah.
Yeah, the way we
Nice.
flipped them, the
Yeah.
harmonies, and
Yeah, man.
the feel.
Yeah.
It's good stuff,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
It's good stuff.
Do you hear from him?
yeah, we do.
Oh, good.
Every once in a while, we talk to him.
Oh, okay.
He's chilling, man. You talking about somebody that just sits there raking in his royalties every,
Wow.
Shout out to James. He said, "What's up, fellas?
What up?
What up?
What up,
Yams?
James?
Yams.
Listen, shout out to everybody who is watching. Please hit that like button and share this video. We need all the help we can get because the algorithm does not like us, but y'all like us, so you can share it. Please let the world know that we're streaming live, that we have these conversations about real topics, real things going on in the world, what matters, trying to build the pride of the young lions. Because it's important to have a community of like-minded people that want to see the world move in one direction.
Mm-hmm.
And that direction is in the direction that God has planned and ordained. So we are in one accord with that, and we want more people to come into the fold. And as y'all join in, we have opportunities. We have ways that you can sign up and become members of the Pride on our Patreon, patreon.com/youngliontv. And also there is a merch store where you can get some new merch that we just kind of launched last week. There's some stuff on there, some cool stuff we got coming soon. I got some mugs and hoodies,
Book bags.
stuff like that, t-shirts, and we're gonna be working on way more designs, way more just cool stuff. The technology has changed so much now with that, like
Yeah.
it's so crazy. Because like remember when we were first coming up, like, and we had our Jatam following, but it was before like all of these technologies exist. So if we wanted to make shirts, we had to press them shirts,
Yeah.
or order them, and then it would cost so much more money back
you
then.
Need, you
Cost
need
so
the,
much,
the
yeah.
physical,
Yeah.
the physical shirts. Now
Yeah.
it's just it's up there, and then you don't even have to touch the
Yeah,
merchandise.
yeah. You set up the store. Someone else does all the heavy lifting,
Yep.
and you can actually even set the price based on how much profit you want to make. And I tried to keep our prices like as low as possible to just make a couple dollars off everything, so that people don't have to spend a lot of money for our merch. Because it's not about us making all this money off merch. It's about people being able to support and be a part of it and
Yeah.
represent, if they have a Young Lion shirt on. And like I was telling you, like my idea is to put the QR code on the merch. So
Yeah.
like, on the back of the shirts, I want to have something cool that says like, enter the pride or become a part of the pride, and then have the QR code underneath of that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
And then, the logos on the front or whatever, or like some cool scriptures or sayings, stuff like that. But we're working on the idea. So shout out to y'all for those that support us on a regular basis. So I got Stan and Moan with me today.
What up?
What's
Yeah.
going on?
Jake was tied up with some family stuff, and James was also tied up with both of them. Actually, kind of similar situations.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So that's kind of what happened with
Take
them.
care of home, guys.
Take care of home. But we gonna hold it down.
Gonna say it's an attack. Let's start the praying right now.
A little bit of sickness, going around, but nothing we can't handle. But yeah, we gonna hold it down. There's a lot to go over, man. We got my mom with us producing again. Look at her, so lovely. Shout out to
Hi,
Mom Dukes.
Mom.
Shout out. Got the Christmas sweater on.
Christmas
Like that.
sweater.
Like a-
Put it back on you, Mom.
Yeah. Snoopy.
Got the see. It's
not-
right in theme with the tree.
It's not the turtle. It's not the turtleneck she showed me.
Yeah, it's right in theme though.
What you want that with that turtleneck for?
God. To wear.
My mom was showing us a picture of like a turtleneck she was looking at to buy, and of course, Moan goes right to like, "What you going on a date? Where you wearing that to?"
Because the picture of the model is like, she's all sexy,
That's-
and then she got the turtleneck.
That's the
up.
model.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
I love you. I love you.
Love you too.
shout out to Courtney. What's up? She's on here.
Hey, Courtney.
She
What's
said,
up, Court?
good evening, family. Good evening to you too, and Merry Christmas to everybody.
Merry
because
Christmas.
we will not see you until after Christmas.
That's
so,
right.
So
Yeah.
Merry Christmas to
Merry
everybody.
Christmas.
There's the time of
Merry
year
Christmas. That was
Yeah.
Jeff. Was that?
where that was
Garcia?
Jeff Garcia. Merry Christmas,
Merry
Philly.
Christmas. He should have played in that Super Bowl. We would have won one.
Yeah.
Well, we would have had, one before.
Yes, we did win one, but we
You
would have
did
had
win
one
one,
sooner.
yeah.
McNabb wouldn't have
Choke.
ruined it. Christmas is funny because like there is always that debate of it's not actually Jesus's birthday. Should we be celebrating it? It comes from pagan rituals, blah blah blah, all this stuff that you hear, the Druids and the Romans and
Yeah.
so there's a lot of people that are like so against celebrating Christmas at all,
Yeah. Same thing with Halloween.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, Halloween I get even
Yeah,
more
I
because
get
that's
that.
about like
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's literally about
Yeah.
celebrating the dead and spirits and stuff
Right.
like that.
Right, but like even with that, like I always saw the love of the community.
Yeah.
Like when you take the kids out, the people really go all out just because they want to take care of the kids.
Yeah.
They'll have, Jello shots
Yeah.
for.
The
It's
adults,
it's
yeah.
so community to
Yeah.
me. To me, that's love. That's
And
that's
that's one-
God. That's God. God's love
Yeah.
into something that's perverted.
And,
No.
and I think you've hit right on it right there, because that's what I was going to say about Christmas. It's like God can find a way to turn any of these things that were created for the wrong reasons and to be used for his glory. Because Halloween, for example, like you said, like it brings out the best in our communities. You know, of course there's going to be bad elements. There's little bad kids going around trying to snatch candy or whatever. But when you see the community come together, and the same thing with Christmas, like ever since I was a kid, and even when I never knew where Christmas really came from, there was still like this atmosphere in the air of like people just being in the Christmas spirit. Like people talk about the Christmas spirit. What is the Christmas spirit? Christmas spirit is the spirit of God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the spirit of Christ.
Yeah.
It's
being
like
thankful and
loving each other, being giving,
Right.
wanting to give, wanting to be more like. I mean, I feel like there's been a hijacking of trying to pull that away from it and turning it into just like a corporate greedy, like buy things and spend money, and you know, Christmas decorations start going up right after Halloween now. But it's still that element of like, once you see those decorations, you get that feeling. You know what I mean? And there's something about it where people are a little bit nicer. People are a little bit more thoughtful. People are a little bit more, you know, and
Especially the lights all over.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Bright
beautiful.
lights, you know.
I'm still getting honked at though.
Yeah.
Why?
I would say overall that it's more joyous.
Yeah.
People are happier.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people don't understand, like, even because you hear the word pagan all the time and it makes you think like that's evil.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily that. A lot of the pagan rituals came from people that were just, this is how they survived. Like a lot of these traditions, like the lights on the trees and stuff like that, come from the fact that in those northern parts of Europe, it would be dark for like 3 days straight during the winter solstice.
Yeah.
And then right around December 25th is when that sun would just peek over the horizon a little bit. And that would be the Festival of Lights.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they would celebrate the fact, because when you're in darkness for those many days,
Right.
it gets a little, you know what I mean, sad and
Mentally,
depressing. Yeah,
yeah.
mentally it messes with you. So they
Yeah.
would celebrate when they would, because when you're in that northern part, the way the sun moves, it just goes back and forth across the horizon during that winter solstice, and then as it gets lower, then it just disappears.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But isn't that weird how that works? Because in Alaska, there's a lot of suicides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
it's-
just thinking about
because
that.
it's dark a lot.
I was
Yeah.
going to say, and there's one section of it that still doesn't get sunlight.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I think there's like
Like
30 days where the sun doesn't come out.
30 days.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And
Right.
suicide rates are, I think, the highest in
Yes.
Alaska.
Because it's so dark and no kind of, it's depressing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, and it's, think about it, there's not much to do. There's a lot of drugs and drinking out there. I mean, you're basically surviving. A lot of those places are in like the middle of nowhere, so you don't have access to modern conveniences. People, even like your lifestyle is very rugged, so you know
Probably get lonely,
you get
Yeah.
lonely.
you know?
You get lonely. Yeah, but that's what people don't.
What you laughing at?
You get low.
Dang, she be coming at me
Mom be
all
coming at you.
night.
Mom be coming at you like she ain't had her bouts with loneliness.
My neck is
I'm
like,
over it. Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, yeah. But I love Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas is awesome.
Good time.
Yeah.
Especially when you don't focus on like, oh, I got to get everybody
Yeah.
gifts.
Yeah.
Like, no, you don't.
Exactly.
Just love on people and, you know, spread your spirit.
Yeah, I think the way I titled this episode is like very much being shadow banned right now.
Bro, like,
'Cause
there's no...
nobody's seeing it. And
What did you name it again?
I seen it, but I forget.
yeah, I'm not even gonna say.
Oh, okay.
You making it worse. He says it.
So let's get into some stuff, man, because there's been a lot going on. And this tweet that I have here kind of sums a lot of it up. Can you pull this up real quick, Mom? So it says last 7 days.
What does mom have up?
I had the
Okay,
Jamie.
that's my fault.
Oh.
That's my fault. There you go.
Okay.
Boom.
I see. I'm blaming you. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So it says last 7 days. Lyndon B. Johnson, KKK member. CIA killed JFK. FBI paid Twitter over $3 million to ignore child exploitation and censor conservatives and frontline doctors. FDA admits the COVID vaccine causes blood clots. Twitter had a gaggle. A gaggle? What? A gaggle of 80 FBI agents on the payroll. And that's just what we found out in the last 7 days.
That is truth.
Yeah.
Like if you read that, if you read this
Yeah, we already
3
knew
weeks
that,
ago,
Yeah.
you think it's a joke.
You would be like, oh, come on, that's conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's really not.
It's
I mean,
all true.
though. Yeah, but people are still not knowing about this because the news is not going to give it to them.
Yeah,
Of course not.
mainstream's not covering it.
well, Tucker Carlson had a little segment. I'm going to play a little bit of that where he talked about the CIA thing.
Good evening and welcome to Tucker Carlson Tonight. So not long after Jack Ruby shot Lee Harvey Oswald on camera in the basement of Dallas Police Headquarters, a lot of Americans started to have some questions about
What is that hair?
the Kennedy assassination. It was, you'd have to admit, a pretty extraordinary sequence of events. A lone gunman murders the President of the United States, and then, less than 48 hours later, that lone gunman is himself murdered by another lone gunman.
The fact that we were always meant to just believe this narrative, it never made sense to me.
Yeah. No.
Never made sense that this guy just happens to kill the president, one shot, boom. Then someone kills him. And did you ever see the footage of when he was shot?
Not
JFK?
him.
No,
Or the
Lee
other
Harvey
dude.
Oswald.
Yeah, no, I never seen it.
No.
Dude, the dude just walks up and shoots him while they're like transporting him. It's like,
They just let it happen.
yeah. And then that dude end up dying in jail.
Wow.
That dude end up getting killed.
Dying in jail.
Yeah,
eh?
he was the original Epstein.
But Jamie, remember we were looking at that footage with the car and JFK, and it looked like the driver turned around and shot him?
I don't remember that. but-
Yeah, I saw that. I couldn't believe it. It looked like the driver.
Mom
No,
getting
stop.
her
Oh, come on.
conspiracy. Mom getting her
Listen,
conspiracy on.
Shut up, because I
Yo, we
saw
should
it.
do a button for mom.
Shut up, Simone.
Yeah, I would
No,
have
I
to
saw
look at that
video.
video again.
Look at it again. It
Yeah.
shows the driver turning around. Nobody's paying attention to the driver, and it shows him pointing.
Oh, really?
But maybe it's conspiracy.
We'll see if we can find it. I don't know if I believe that.
What website were you on?
It have a Q in it. It have some kind of Q somewhere.
No, it's
Or
no key.
Alex.
I'm telling you, right.
He turned around
Odds
and
of that.
shot him.
It's one thing if you get struck by lightning, rare but possible. But if every member of your family also gets struck by lightning all on different days, you might begin to suspect these are not entirely natural events. But oh, replied the U.S. government, they are. This bizarre chain of killings was all entirely natural. So less than a year after the JFK assassination, the Johnson White House released something called the Warren Commission report. And the report concluded that while their motives remained unclear, both Lee Oswald and Jack Ruby had acted alone. No one helped them. There was no conspiracy.
Kind of like the 9/11 Commission. Isn't that kind of similar? How they just released this report that just summed everything up in a nice little bow.
Yep.
Of any
And
kind.
we all gotta believe
Case
it.
closed. Time to move on. And many Americans did move on. At the time, they had no idea how shoddy and corrupt the Warren Commission was. It would be nearly 50 years before the CIA admitted under duress that, in fact, it had withheld information from investigators about its relationship with Lee Harvey Oswald. But even then, at the time, before that was known, the government's explanation didn't seem entirely plausible, and some people started asking obvious questions about it. It was at that point, as Americans started to doubt the official story, that the term conspiracy theory entered our lexicon.
We covered that on here before.
We did.
Yeah, you played that.
So directly resulting in people questioning what happened to JFK is where we get the term conspiracy theories.
Come on, man.
And the negative tone.
Exactly. Because what do they do when they want to stop people from looking into things? They have to label you something so that it's easy for people to discredit you. It's easy for people to discount you.
You look like a loony.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're crazy.
Oh, you one of those MAGA Republicans.
Yeah.
Or you're MAGA.
Yeah, you're MAGA.
You're MAGA.
MAGA. Ultra MAGA.
Yeah.
Right wing.
Wait, I just believe in freedom. MAGA. All right.
Yeah.
Something happened to a friend of mine on Facebook. She put up a post of pasta that she was cooking.
Yeah.
And she said she got a message from Facebook that they had to take it down.
Why?
She said they said there was something wrong with her post. Like
Did
she
she
said
say what
something
was wrong with it?
She said no, she didn't know. She said it was the craziest thing.
Did she put music in it?
No, she just was showing them the pasta she made. She always shows her food, you know. And then somebody said it's maybe
this is white pasta.
Somebody said maybe it was the shape of the pasta.
Maybe her food was looking terrible and Facebook was like, nah, nobody needs to see that. Nobody.
I didn't see it, so I don't know.
Subject people to this bad food.
But she said they took it down.
Wow.
Yeah, that is totally off topic, Mom.
But
Like,
I just wanted
what
to
is-
Right.
because it's about taking out stuff. That's even crazy.
but that's somebody's food post.
right, but I'm just saying if they take that down,
Right.
Yeah.
can you imagine?
I mean, I just find it amazing that the one guy who does a whole speech about secret societies and how we have to put an end to these elite group of people that are trying to run the government, that seemed like he came across some knowledge. He ends up dead. The person that takes his
Right.
place is a known KKK member who then implements every form of welfare that we have in place to this day, that then puts inner city and black folks in the worst positions they've ever been. Abortion, all these things come through right after JFK.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
It's all
Yeah.
corrupt.
Yeah.
Well, let's-
Everything we've been taught is corrupt.
Yeah.
Beginning of the
Everything.
Intel state. Right
Yeah.
there.
Yep. Yep. And who was the head of the CIA at that time? George
I was
W.
gonna say
Bush.
W.
George H.W.
H.W.,
Bush, who then became the vice president for Reagan.
Reagan.
Right.
So it's crazy. We'll keep going with this Tucker video. It's not long.
As Professor Lance DeHaven Smith points out in his book on the subject, the term conspiracy theory did not exist as a phrase in everyday American conversation before 1964. In 1964, the year the Warren Commission issued its report, the New York Times published 5 stories in which conspiracy theory appeared.
What do we call that? Wizardry.
Wizardry.
We talk about that all the time. Once they start introducing new language, terminology, new language, social distancing, exactly. Slow the spread. We're all in this together.
Build back better.
Anti-vaxxers, anti-maskers,
Truth deniers.
Truth deniers.
Or science deniers.
when they start implementing new phraseology, that's when you know.
Ultra MAGA.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying is when you see that start to just pop up, like I remember the first time I heard social distancing, immediately I said
felt
that's
the same way.
wizardry.
Right.
Because
They're trying to
I've
separate
never
us.
heard those two words put together before. Right? So it's like they're introducing an idea right there for people. And once people submit to it and take a grasp of that, their life is never the same.
Right.
Yep.
And it doesn't
Still-
take much because they put it on repeat.
Yeah.
Because the media is their mouthpiece. So
Exactly.
It's still like that, man.
And now we're finding out that not only is the media their mouthpiece, the media is bought off by the same corrupt bureaucratic organizations that are creating the terminology that we're using. They're being paid to steer a narrative.
Yeah.
All the corrupt people are all intertwined with each other.
Yeah, they are in more ways than one.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I know what you did there. I see what you did there.
Now, today, of course, the term conspiracy theory appears in pretty much every New York Times story about American politics. It's wielded, now as then, as a weapon against anyone who asks questions the government doesn't feel like answering. But despite 60 years of name-calling, those questions have not disappeared. In fact, they have multiplied with time. And here's one of them. In April of 1964, a psychiatrist called Louis Joylin West visited Jack Ruby in his isolation cell in a Dallas jail. According to West's written assessment, he found that Jack Ruby was, quote, technically insane and in need of immediate psychiatric hospitalization. Those are conclusions that, puzzlingly, no one who had spoken to Jack Ruby previously had reached. Ruby had seemed perfectly sane to the people who knew him. Louis Joylin West pronounced him crazy. But what West did
Sounds like someone else with West in their name.
not say was that he was working for the CIA at the time. Louis Joylin West was a contract psychiatrist for the spy agency.
It's kind of like a personal trainer that with someone else named West.
Right? That's
He
crazy.
was also an expert on mind control and a prominent player in the now infamous MK Ultra program, in which the CIA gave powerful psychiatric drugs to Americans without their knowledge.
You know what's so crazy is like they do such a great job of making all those terms taboo. MK Ultra, mind control, CIA, psyops, all these things. When you hear those, a lot of people just stop
Write it
listening
off,
because
yeah.
it sounds cuckoo to them. But they don't understand that these were literally government sanctioned programs. Operation Mockingbird, where they were, which is still in effect to this day, as far as I'm concerned. It is an admitted program by the government to put CIA operatives in the news media to push a narrative to people and control the way people thought about things. You look at what they're doing with Twitter, what they're doing with all the... And Elon Musk even tweeted out, like, because people have been exposing all this stuff, and he'll respond to people's tweets like, it's even worse on the other platforms. Talking about YouTube, Facebook, you name it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If they're doing that on Twitter, which is... Exactly.
Yeah.
Twitter is probably like the 5th largest platform.
Right.
If they're spending $3.5 million
There.
in a couple years, like it was from like 2019 to 2021 that they spent that money to get Twitter to basically do their bidding. Imagine what they're doing with Facebook. I mean, Zuckerberg already admitted it on Rogan that the FBI came to him and said, listen, this story's about the same thing that we're finding out from the Twitter files. This story's about to come out. It's going to be Russian disinformation. You need to do something about it. You know what I mean? He admitted that on Rogan before we knew any of this,
Yeah.
which is crazy. It goes exactly with what we're saying.
Yeah, but what is their end game, dude? Like allowing pedophilia to be on there and not censoring that, and
They're a part of it.
Exactly.
Well, we still don't know
The
who's on
guy
Epstein's list.
who was the head, you weren't here last week, but I showed a whole thing about the dude, Yoel Roth, who was, and you heard me talking to Dave about this the other day.
Yeah,
He
I've-
was
I've-
in
I've seen-
charge of the whatever, the bannings, the safety
board.
board,
Exactly.
the safety board,
Yeah.
whatever the council was.
Yeah.
He was the one in charge of all of that. This dude wrote his dissertation on why there should be
a social media platform like a
Grindr
for
teenage boys.
underage kids.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
And he's made multiple like questionable tweets about underage boys,
Yeah.
babies, weird stuff.
about if they consent to an adult, that should be okay.
Yeah. And what do we see that they're trying to get past? Remember that bill that they passed in California?
Yeah.
It's like there's seriously an agenda there. Look at this. Did you guys see the drag time story hour in San Antonio thing?
Yeah.
That is like, to me, is like it was always like that. Like, all right, you're introducing story time with a drag.
Yeah.
And then it ends up being, family drag shows.
Right.
And then I don't know if you guys talked about it. It's a drag show, and they're interacting, sodomy on stage.
Well, that didn't happen
at
yet
a
last
family.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was, yeah.
But this is the thing. That's why people are calling it grooming, because what is grooming? Grooming is when you slowly introduce an idea to
You're
a young
blurring
child.
the lines.
Right. You constantly keep blurring the lines and moving them in a direction, right? That's what grooming is. So when it started out as, oh, we're just reading stories. We're just dressed up in our costumes and reading stories to children. That's all we're doing.
Yeah.
Fine, just let them have that.
But it's
We're just bringing them to our clubs and letting them watch us dance. It's not sexual. We're just
dancing.
we're just dancing. Just all right, fine. Just let them do it. Like what can we do? And then it turns into, we're just teaching them about all forms of sexual education. When you got the guy from Chicago that got caught talking
Right,
about giving
the principal.
butt plugs to
I don't even know what that is.
a butt plug.
Yeah. When I heard that, I was like, "What is it?" I don't know. I'm being naive.
It's what it is it's a kink toy. It's sexual kink toys. It's
that
like
goes in the booty.
it goes in the anus.
Goes in the booty.
Well, I knew when you said plug, I know what a plug is, but
Yeah.
I didn't know
So
exactly.
it's a kink toy. It's for sexual activity for people that are into kink. Just like those people that you see dressing up as dogs, dressing up in those weird outfits. That's all
Furries.
that's all considered kink. So why are you introducing
my
that
God,
to
that's
children?
horrible.
That is not
Horrible.
sexual education.
No, that is total.
It's not.
Total.
Teaching children about your sexual anatomy is a different story, which is still something that we should also be approved by the parents when that should be allowed.
Yeah.
But when you start teaching them about kink stuff, that's
Oh
different.
my God, that's demonic.
That's grooming.
Yeah.
That's grooming.
It's a step over.
Yeah.
But let me play this video so we
Okay.
can give reference to what Moan is talking about, because this one in San Antonio that just happened is when they go even a step further and you start to see what is actually happening at these places and what they're and what people are okay with bringing their kids to. Because this is a clip on Twitter where someone actually approached mothers and with their young daughters and children and asked them, like, you think this is okay? So we'll play this real quick. Oh, I got no sound.
Can I ask you a question? Do you find this to be age appropriate for your children?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little more, I'm not as conservative, but I mean, really, it's not any different than, I mean, Disney, they have similar things. Like, it's really not that far from it.
I had sex with my father's boss in my father's office.
Honestly, like, I'm body positive.
What?
Minty fresh.
Do you find this to be age appropriate for children? Do I find this to be age appropriate? Yeah. For my child, yeah.
Hello, you're reaching for my titties. Are you hungry?
My
There's
Lord.
children there.
You gotta be kidding.
There's children there. And you want to tell me that there's no that's the same as Disney?
Yeah.
Like we get on Disney for the little subliminal stuff that they do. But there's no
This
comparison.
is like blatant. It's
It's horrible.
This is
straight up
damn near
perverse.
traumatizing abuse on a child.
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
Cuz you're exposing them to ideas that they're not ready for.
That should be, I'll be damned.
Yeah. Right?
Oh my God, that's horrible.
All of them dudes should be arrested. That's in there.
Yep.
The parents should be arrested that are agreeing with
They're
that.
celebrating it. Look at it.
That's
Look,
what I'm saying.
look
This
at her.
is horrible.
She just looks like sloppy mom.
That not nice.
I think it's great for my daughter. They need to know about this.
Do you mind me asking how old she is? She's 12. 12.
12 years old.
Like Lisi's age.
Same age as our kids.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Noah would be like, he already makes comments about
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, at least we'll be like, what is this?
She knows about sex, and I mean, she doesn't see sex.
Yeah, well, I mean, she kind of
Seeing
sees
it
simulated
there.
You're
sex
seeing
in
it
the
there.
show.
She goes to school. She sees simulated sex all the time.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at
You know what I'm
this.
saying? It's exposing sex to them too young.
Honestly, because there's
They're showing simulated sodomy.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
You think that's
And
okay?
and it's like it's like furry sodomy
Right.
because they're like dressed up as animals.
That's so
It's just like so
disgusting.
perverted.
It's just
Tr-
above perverted. That is like an abomination.
But this is what I'm saying. It's all about desensitizing children
my
to the most
gosh.
despicable things, so that other stuff is just normal.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Like,
Why would you take your kids there?
Yeah, or even just adults. You know, but we have friends that I see on their social media. They go to these shows, like they think it's.
Wow.
Yeah, what do you get out of that?
They think it's fun or funny. I don't know what it is.
Well, I mean,
like it's.
I think it's
don't-
like we don't understand. I mean, we get it, but we don't participate in it. The idea of going to strip clubs all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we get it, but also we don't get it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I think it's like along those lines.
I mean, I get why men go to strip clubs to, feel a certain way, but women going to drag shows, like
It's the same reason.
I don't.
It's the same reason. It's the same reason why.
Yeah, but we're talking about children.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what, yeah.
that's-
yeah.
I mean,
It's
that's
different if
horrible.
you're just an adult going to a strip club. Well, we know the difference in the long run. But when you bring children into it, even as a parent, like what you're introducing them to is
It's child abuse, bro.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's traumatized. Jamie's right. It's
mental-
traumatizing to the kids.
Yeah.
It's
And I think it's on purpose. Like I said, that's why people are calling it out for what it is. It's grooming, because you are slowly desensitizing children to these ideas, and so it's going to make other things seem normal.
yeah.
As an adult, if you want to do it, you can.
And that's what grooming
Kids
is.
shouldn't be there.
Yeah, and there's so many people that are LGBTQ that agree with that.
Right.
Gays Against Groomers, for one, and a lot of other people that see this and are like, yo, stop involving kids in this.
But that's even so ignorant that they're allowing spirits to come in.
Yeah. They don't understand.
Seriously.
They don't understand
I
that
understand
at all,
that,
Ma.
but I'm just saying that's what's happening.
Right.
To me, right? Like, all right, you're doing a story time with a drag, and it's like a lot of times it came like to New Jersey, South Jersey, so, and they're dressed in a way that's like, all right, it's unacceptable. For instance, like if a woman dressed the same way and read stories to 5-year-old kids, what would you think about that?
Yeah. Dude,
You wouldn't think that's okay.
what about that teacher with those double Z prosthetic breasts?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That was in Canada, right?
Yeah. If a woman came to school like that with no bra on, nipples just poking out in people's faces, they would have to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. It used to be she would get arrested.
Right.
for
Why do we
exposing
make
kids to that.
why do we make an exception?
Has that ever been confirmed? If it's
No,
if
it's
he
100%.
trolled.
No, he is not trolling because he's been doing it ever since. I remember seeing something about him going skydiving, like
With it?
yeah,
I want to see that video.
yeah. I think. Let me look it up. I think he like hurt himself skydiving.
So they're
That's
heavy.
That's what he gets.
They're heavy
Yeah,
boobs.
exactly.
They're not nice.
That is nice.
Then
That's wrong what they're doing to our children. Think about
Exactly.
it. It's disgusting.
It crosses the line when you involve
is.
kids.
But this is the thing. When people would speak out against this and say like, "Yo, where does this lead? Yo, why are we allowing this? Because this leads here." And everyone said, "Oh no, that's crazy. No, that would never happen." And then you now you look at it.
yeah, I never thought that we would live in a
Slippery
world
slope.
where people can identify as paint.
But,
Yeah.
But look at our government. They're allowing all these trans in their, in the offices, and so what do you think is going to happen? Everybody's going to think it's okay.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
It's not normal. Don't let it become normal because it's not.
Nope.
Yeah. Crazy.
Do you want me to pull it up, Jamie?
No, not yet. I'm trying to
Okay.
find it.
Yeah, so sick, to be honest, sick. Thank God your schools don't teach that or do that.
Yeah, Oakville teacher famous for huge prosthetic breasts went skydiving with a porn star. Skydiving video circulated for weeks somewhere. I believe that Kayla Lemieux, the Oakville Trafalgar High School shop teacher who rose to fame, blah, 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 we know. The story about the teacher with the giant prosthetic boob seems to be more and more obviously a right-wing attempt to target trans people. What?
Right.
What?
Don't believe your lying eyes.
Oh my God.
That's what that
gosh.
says.
Everything is
Don't
about the
believe
right.
your lying eyes.
Yeah.
Even though you see the truth, don't believe it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, don't fall for that.
Yeah, I mean, just in case people are still wondering what we're talking about, just pull this up, Mom. If you didn't hear about this story, this person
It is man.
this person is literally teaching shop class like this.
Tiggo.
Like it's sad, man. It's
That's
sad.
not, and that's
'Cause
not okay, but
kids-
it's okay for them.
How you cutting the wood with that though? That's all. It's just getting right in the
Well,
way of the saw.
The beautiful thing is, if you make a mistake, they're not real. So just buy some new ones.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Okay, you can get rid of that.
It's like
yeah,
it's a fetish.
it's again kink, right? That is a kink prop right there, and you're exposing kids to that, and we're supposed to just
And those are
be
teenagers,
okay with that.
right?
Yeah, teenage
high
kids.
school kids.
God.
It's not normal.
You know they're cracking up.
All right, let me pull up this article from the Daily Mail just to keep going down this what's been happening trail. So FBI paid Twitter $3.5 million to do its bidding. Taxpayers' money was used for processing requests from the Bureau amid Hunter Biden's censorship scandal as anger grows over secret state censorship of the American people. And think about it. If Elon Musk did not buy Twitter, we wouldn't know about any of this.
Yeah.
It took the richest person in the world
Yes.
to buy a company.
Wow, that
To
was-
buy a
For some
company.
a little bit of truth to
Right.
come out.
Which is why they were why they were crying, why they were trying so hard
Yes.
not to let him do
Yeah,
this.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he pulled it off. The FBI handled nearly $3.5 million of taxpayer money to Twitter to pay its staff to handle requests from the Bureau as it sought to ban accounts. A Twitter employee wrote in February 2020 email that the company's safety, content, and law enforcement scale had, y'all are not cool. Like, stop trying to come up with little, like, they want to be the FBI so bad. That's why they were doing this, because they want to be guys. Someone showed a tweet from Yoel Roth where he's like, definitely not meeting with the FBI today about Donald Trump. Like just gloating about just being able to be a tool for
Have that
the elite powers.
The
You know what I'm
illusion
saying?
of power. Yeah.
Yeah.
So corny.
The email, which was revealed by journalist Michael Schellenberger, stated that Scale had instituted a reimbursement program in exchange for devoting staff hours to processing requests from the FBI. The email was entitled, "Run the Business, We Made Money." What? The accounts the FBI asked Twitter to ban were largely linked to conservatives and foreign influence operatives. Twitter initially believed the Hunter Biden laptop story was Russian disinformation. It was revealed Monday that Jim Baker, Twitter's top lawyer and ex-FBI general counsel, personally intervened to say it should be banned. We talked about this on the podcast before. Baker told Yoel Roth, Twitter's head of security, that the laptop story should be blocked a day after getting a top secret briefing from the former FBI colleagues. He wrote, there are some facts that indicate that the material may have been hacked. What facts?
What facts? What facts?
We simply need more information. We went on to write, I'm guessing we are going to restrict access to their article as violation of our hacked materials policy. So again, they're finding little ways to, because they really couldn't realistically ban it for violation of terms and service. So they had to come up with a reason. The same thing they did to ban Donald Trump.
Yeah. Because the story is true.
Yeah. And then there's a gross picture of the president's son.
Yep.
And you know, and
Man,
if you guys
can you
are not
imagine that
aware,
was Don Jr.?
bro.
Boy.
And that's not the bigger story. Like, yeah, he's got weird fetishes, but the crap is
Him
the
making
important
money.
part is his dad.
The influence with his dad, and
Yeah.
there is incriminating things on that
On
laptop
it, yeah.
about his dad's dealings with him in these businesses,
Yep.
in these foreign countries, Ukraine, China,
Taking money from
taking
him.
money, and we have it out of his own mouth
Right.
about him pressuring the Ukraine.
Yeah.
But doesn't it make you mad?
Gloating about it.
But doesn't it make you mad that they're taking our money, taxpayers' money, to do
Yeah.
all this crap?
Yep.
Yes, it makes me mad.
Oh, my
which is why we're
God.
talking about it. Which
Yeah.
is why we
Yeah.
need to do something about it.
Which is why your vote matters.
Why
man.
we got to
You gotta-
get these people, all of these establishment politicians, every single one of them, Republicans, Democrats, and these third party liar independent ones, all of these establishment people that are carrying water for these corporations, for these globalist oligarchs that want to control the world. We have to stop letting them have power.
Yep.
And that's the problem.
Term
After
limits.
JFK was a threat. They
Yeah.
took him out, and then they found
Yeah.
a way to grasp more power.
Like that worked.
Yep.
Okay, this is how we do it.
Donald Trump was a threat.
Yeah.
They had to get him out.
Yep.
And they were trying to take Reagan out, right?
Yeah, they tried to take Reagan out, but Reagan, I don't know if Reagan was.
But then why were they trying to take him out?
I don't know if they did. Someone shot him, but I don't know if they did. Okay, let's keep going down the things we've learned this week from the Defender. FDA study: COVID vaccine linked to blood clotting in the elderly. Researchers at the U.S. Food and Drug Administration found that pulmonary embolism, blood clotting in the lungs, met the initial threshold for a statistical signal in elderly individuals and continued meeting the criteria after more in-depth evolution. Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine has been linked to blood clotting in older individuals, according to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. They're only going to admit to older people right now.
Right? That's so
With everything we've been seeing with younger people clotting, younger people getting myocarditis, dying out of nowhere.
Athletes dropping.
Those numbers are higher than they've ever been out of nowhere, and they're trying to attribute it to climate change.
Yeah.
FDA researchers crunching data from the database of elderly persons in the United States found that pulmonary embolism, blood clotting in the lungs, met the initial threshold for a statistical signal. Oh, we just read that. Why are they repeating that? 3 other outcome of interest: a lack of oxygen to the heart, blood. How could that happen? Blood platelets disorder called immune
Thrombosis.
No, thrombocytopenia, and another type of clotting called intravascular coagulation.
I was trying to
Initially raised red flags. Researchers said, "Yeah, are they going to mention the?" Oh, they mentioned Dr. Peter McCullough in here.
Yeah, I was gonna say they knew this from the beginning, guys.
Yeah, they've been talking about this for months. Matter of fact, it says Dr. Peter McCullough, chief medical advisor for the Truth for Health Foundation, told the Epoch Times via email that the new paper corroborates the concerns of doctors that a large uptick in blood clots, progressions of atherosclerotic heart disease, and blood disorders is independently associated with COVID-19 vaccination. Now, Dr. Peter McCullough was one of the first people that was banned from Twitter for talking about the vaccines, talking about the fact that they tried to suppress other therapeutics and forms of treating COVID-19.
That's been on the market for years
Yes.
and years and years and responsible for saving millions of lives.
Exactly. Award-winning treatments.
Yeah, Nobel Prize winning.
But we were just told it was horse paste.
Yeah.
We were just told don't eat. I mean, even the FDA tweeted,
Yeah.
"You are not a horse."
Not a horse.
Just lying.
Yeah. This is the people that are now admitting, the same organization is admitting that these vaccines are causing blood clots in the elderly. Now, that's only what they're admitting now.
Right.
Why are they admitting it now?
Because, I don't know, maybe something's about to drop that they can't
They
deny.
can't deny it.
Something is up.
I mean, that documentary,
Yeah.
Die suddenly.
all these coroners.
Yeah, if y'all haven't seen Died Suddenly, go look it up and watch that if you get a chance. It's crazy. The things that these coroners are found. And think about it. These coroners are responsible for taking care of the people that die all the time. So if they see anything that's weird, they're going to notice it.
Yeah.
But they're so late in the process that it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It's not listed in any kind of medical journals. It's not listed. Like they can go back to doctors and tell them like, yo, I found this, but they can choose or not to report that.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are not, even though they're finding these weird, like fibrous clots that they've never seen before growing in people's arteries.
Yeah. And they only they only relate it to blood clots because that's what, I guess the most common thing that they can describe it as.
Yeah.
Is,
It's really not a blood.
But
It's not
really not a blood clot.
clot.
It's like a material.
But it's
clotting up the artery.
It's clogging, what they have to do because they have to, inject the
the fluid.
The embalming fluid.
To, clean out
the
blood
body
and stuff like that. And it's clogging it up.
Yeah.
That stuff won't go through the body.
And
because
that takes
this material is blocking it.
And I was watching it. It's like, a lot of these coroners have been doing it for years and they've never seen anything like that.
Yeah.
And
they're showing you how long some of these clots are.
Yeah.
They're calling them clots, again, because even they say we're calling them clots because technically that's what we have to call them, but they're not really clots.
Right.
They're like this, they describe them as a calamari kind of texture.
I was going to say, that's
like
what I'm saying.
netting.
It's
Yeah.
calamari. Like
It's crazy.
Fibrous calamari type texture. But yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, go watch it, man.
And it only started popping up after the experiment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's watch this video from another person who was banned early on during this whole thing, Mr. Brett Weinstein, who talked about his podcast was Dark Horse. They banned that. They banned him from Twitter because he was openly talking about other therapeutics, other medications. He was talking about the handling of this pandemic in a way that didn't go along with the narrative. So he was banned. And this guy he's like a biologist.
Yeah.
My specialty is evolutionary trade-offs. I've studied the relationship between cancer and senescence. I've studied the evolution of human morality. I've studied the relationship between species diversity and latitude. And I also, in my dissertation work, studied neotropical bats, which are obviously relevant to COVID in a sense. It may not be obvious to people why you would have an evolutionary biologist on a panel like this. I'm obviously not an epidemiologist. I'm not a vaccinologist. I'm not a doctor. But evolutionary biology is the linking thread that connects all of the various fields involved in understanding the COVID pandemic. And so it's the right toolkit for wrestling the big picture into clarity. And I must tell you that big picture is extremely disturbing. In fact, I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that all told, the decision-making surrounding COVID amounts to the largest blunder in human history. From the fateful decision to search out the ancestor of SARS-CoV-2 in the wild, bring it into the lab, enhance its capacity to infect humans, to our inept and narrow response once that virus had escaped into the wild, we have what is, in effect, an ongoing self-inflicted wound. Worse still, the poor decision-making at the very beginning of COVID, not acknowledging that the virus was circulating and not treating it with the best tools.
I just want to point out real quick, you see how mind control and wizardry works, where it's like, at first, if you were to say anything about and enhancing a virus in a lab and making it more susceptible to human transmission, you're banned. You can't even say that. Yeah. No one wants to hear that. You're crazy. Stop saying that. You're going to kill Asian people. All these things. They go to the extreme so that you won't even say it. You won't think it. But then they start to slowly reintroduce that idea because it's the truth. Because they know eventually they can't keep covering up. So then they have to just slowly kind of introduce it and then gaslight you and be like, oh, no, we never, it was always a possibility. We were just kind of being cautious.
We never said.
Yeah.
Because technically they could claim that they've never said it. Well, in some instances they can't, but.
They just use the they use the media to say it.
Yeah.
For them.
Right.
They tell them to say it,
right,
so that they can also always go back and say, "Well, we never officially gave word."
Yeah.
You know, this was what people were saying.
It was more of an advisement.
Yeah. But this is how mind control works, because now we're all going to accept the fact that this was a man-made virus from a lab, and we're not going to care who's responsible, because they're going to slow roll it into our thoughts and into our acceptance.
Grooming our minds.
Yep.
Accepting the JFK thing.
Yep.
At our disposal left us in a situation at the very beginning of COVID, not acknowledging that the virus was circulating and not treating it with the best tools at our disposal, left us in a situation where we effectively ran out the clock on the very brief period of time in which we might have driven the virus to extinction. So at this point, we have millions needlessly dead. We have trillions of dollars of wealth that have been destroyed, and the vital systems that humanity depends on have been stressed to their very limit. But worse than that, we have now made this virus into a permanent fellow traveler of humanity. And what that means is that as staggering as the costs that we've already paid have been, the costs yet to come will certainly dwarf them.
Yeah.
It's heavy, man.
But this is a guy that they would not listen to when he was talking about this at the beginning and warning about what we were doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Him, frontline doctors.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like we said, Robert Malone, Dr. Robert Malone.
Yeah.
Peter McCullough.
Another one who was banned. All these people have been reinstated by Elon Musk, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. And then, you know, they just did recently another, like, Event 201 type thing for some 2025 virus.
Yeah. Gates said we're going to have another pandemic.
Yeah.
Just nonchalantly.
Yeah. No, but they did remember the Event 201 thing where they did a simulated coronavirus thing and how they just did another one that's supposed to be like set in 2025 with some virus that is just like spreading through the human race. You know.
Why we listen to Gates again, and we don't listen to Weinstein?
Yeah, we don't listen to a evolutionary biologist,
right?
But we listen to the software guy.
Yeah, Nobel Peace Prize winning doctors.
Yeah, we don't listen to them. We listen to Bill Gates,
the guy that wants to depopulate the world. And there's videos of him saying it. Yeah. And we're listening to him.
Yep.
Because his dad was a eugenist.
Yeah, his dad was the president of Planned Parenthood.
Oh my gosh. I told you, it all intertwines.
Yeah.
It's just evil, bro.
We know you know. Evil. Conspiracy.
It is just evil.
Here we go. Let me see. Here we go. Let's check this out. I just found it.
This included having full-time pandemic preparedness and response.
Meet 3 people who took control of their money with a Chase Secure banking account. No minimum deposit to open. Simple tools.
Stop trying to get us to buy into your central banking.
Yeah, exactly.
Shut up, Chase.
JP Morgan Chase.
Yeah.
This included having full-time pandemic preparedness and response teams, which conducted detailed operational planning and routinely tested those plans through exercises and drills.
Who remembers Event 201? It was a fictional pandemic simulation put together by the World Economic Forum, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security, theorizing about a fictional coronavirus pandemic.
Shout out to Anomaly. He always does great content, man.
Yeah.
He breaks this down.
pandemic in 2019, it looks like the same exact YouTube channel for John Hopkins, with the same exact woman reading the doom and gloom ending, put out a new fictional scenario, this time for a catastrophic contagion. We're gonna watch the short video. It's only 2 minutes and 44 seconds. Do a reaction video, and it should be a great live stream. The show starts now.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hopefully my setup works. I apologize for the temporary inconvenience. I'm traveling for the New Year's season and holidays, so God bless you. Merry Christmas. I wanted to weigh in today. I'm taking a slight break, but I had to do this. John Hopkins Center for Health Security, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and the World Economic Forum famously put on Event 201 in 2019. It was a fictional tabletop.
It happened. Event 201 happened in November of 2019. When did the coronavirus land? November 2019.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pandemic simulation, as they call it. And you can't even talk about it. I mean, I accurately pointed out, but they constantly fact check me on Facebook and Instagram and tell me, well, I'm responsible because you guys commented stuff. So who knows what's going to happen with this video? I don't really care, though. It's newsworthy, and I'm not going to let these liars censor me and stop me from breaking a story. I'm not saying I broke it, but you get what I'm saying. Anyway, I got 6 clips here, and we're going to watch them and just react to them. This is the new fictional catastrophic contagion highlight reel from John Hopkins Center for Health Security. Let's watch.
Officials in 2 Latin American countries alerted the WHO of several outbreaks of a new infectious disease that's mysteriously appearing across the region. Severe Epidemic Enterovirus Respiratory Syndrome 2025. Over the past 6 weeks alone, there have been 500 confirmed or suspected cases.
So it's like the same exact font, the same exact music as Event 201. You know, very, very similar. We'll keep watching. I don't want to talk too much between, but I will talk.
Reported. The virus could cause a severe pandemic if early containment and mitigation efforts are not successful.
The pandemic in this type of situation and trend would be a risk for the global health security.
Pandemics are inherently political, financial, and so much broader.
We have not spoken on the leadership in country. And I think that we need to be also very careful.
Tom Inglesby, I forget who that is. He's some sort of famous virologist or something. You guys are going to have to look that up because Tom Inglesby was there. Looks like they had their budget cut or something for this one. But, you know, the reason Event 201 was interesting.
Bill Gates wasn't involved.
I've gotten fact-checked and censored for talking about this numerous times, even when I do it accurately. A lot of people were suspicious because they did this in 2019, right? And there's this fictional coronavirus simulation coming from a pig and, you know, it spreads throughout the world and there's travel shutdowns and all of these concepts that were completely foreign to reality, right? We had never had lockdowns and like major travel shutdowns like that. But this was all in the simulation of Event 201, which came out in 2019, around 6 months before the actual lockdowns. And you can't even talk about it. If you talk about it, they'll be like, well, you're saying this and you're saying that they do all these strongmans. I'm like, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that was a fictional simulation that came 6 months. And then a lot of the strategies to mitigate copied what they said in that. And here's the thing that they always misdiagnose what I'm saying is they plan a response to a similar pandemic. And then if you say that they did that, they'll like, I literally have emails. I did a whole like fact checker documentary on this where they're like, you said anomaly that they planned a response. It's like, dummies, I'm not saying the exact same thing, but I'm saying, why do you think John Hopkins, Bill and Melinda Gates, World Economic Forum, Tom Inglesby, you have major people in government showing up to these simulations? Why do you think they do it? Do you think they just do it because they're bored of playing patty cakes and they're, you know? Do you think they do it because they were going to just play like, what's the game where you take the chairs away? I forget. You walk in a circle and you take the chairs away. They got bored of playing that game, so they just decided to do contagion simulations. No, they do it because they're trying to be prepared when something comes around. And they even admit that at the end. They say, we would rather be prepared than be completely, blindsided by something. So they do it to have some sort of strategy when something similar happens. That's like a fact. That's why they do it. They're not just bored of playing World of Warcraft. Oh yeah, we decided, we'd play it. No, they're doing it to try to. But I say that, and I got an email. I don't want to get into it, but I got an email from the fact checkers, and they're like, "You said that they planned a response." It's like, what do you think they're doing there?
There is no substitute for national leadership.
It's important to support the local response or the national response.
Training those that are in these areas first, enabling them with the tools, protecting them, and if needs be, regional solidarity.
Anyway, y'all get it.
Yeah.
So they did another one for some Sears virus. So just interesting.
And just keep in mind, Fauci said that he would be okay with if the outcome was a pandemic. He's okay with the research turning into a pandemic as a response, or to prepare for the response. He's okay with this spillover.
What? He said he's okay with what?
The what's it called? The research
Gain of function.
Gain of function. Yeah, he's okay with that.
But I thought it wasn't gain of function.
Even if it causes a pandemic, he's okay with that because he'd rather be prepared than it happened.
Fauci changed the terminology of what gain of function
they changed
is.
the definition of that. So
it's not gain of function.
So why would he be okay with gain of function?
So he said,
even if it
is
results
somebody's
in
phone playing audio? I keep hearing audio from somebody.
Yeah, I thought it was my computer. That's why I told Sam to mute it. Oh yeah, it's yours. Is it yours?
Yeah.
Not mine.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right.
My bad.
Hey guys, listen. Hit that like button for us, please, man. We are like not getting any help from the algorithms. There's a lot going on here. So much going on. And they do not want us talking about this stuff.
They want us to talk about the Eagles and Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll promote that all day.
You're the best.
They don't want us talking about this right here.
Or even the World Cup. Let's go.
Yeah.
Focus on that.
Focus on that. Focus on bread and circus. Play this, Mom, please. Ready? Ready for this? For your president, the guy in charge of it all?
I'm not ready.
Best. You're the best. Thank you. I may be Irish, but I'm not stupid. I married Dominic Giacoppa's daughter, so I got a little Italian in me now. But it is remarkable.
Does he think he's someone? Yo, is he? My mom, from her Q research, is always telling me that Joe Biden is a plant. Or he's been replaced by somebody. Remember you were telling me that, Mom?
He's a Manchurian.
What does he talk? He said who did he say he married?
So I got a little Italian in me now.
He said
I married Dominic Giacoppa's daughter, so I got a little Italian in me.
Dominic Giacoppa.
I guess is that Dr. Biden?
Joe Biden's father's name is Donald Jacobs.
That's a heck of a mistake, huh?
So what is he talking about?
You never know.
Yeah, but he's like insulting as heck. I may be Irish, but I'm not stupid.
Wow.
You trying to say Irish people are stupid?
I mean, he said black people would.
But I thought he was Puerto Rican though.
Yeah.
Didn't he say he grew up with all Puerto Ricans?
I don't know.
Probably.
Did he grow up with you, Mom?
No, sure didn't.
Man, I don't know. People are still making excuses, like trying to make it somehow he was joking and blah 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 blah. Like yo,
he's declining, man. He looks mad old.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks like he's barely there.
Did
you see that clip we played last week? Did you watch that?
Which one?
Where he was trying to talk about the chips that were being built. They were trying to get chips made in the U.S.
No.
And he was like trying to think of the numbers You know how he does. He does bad with
He's
numbers.
bad with
So he
numbers.
was like the nano, the 3 or the. Oh, never mind. He just gave up. He just gave up, bro. He was just like, forget about it. I'll never get that out. And everyone just goes along with it. Okay.
Yeah, it's like, oh well, that's Joe.
Oh, Joe.
You know.
It's only our, commander in chief.
Right.
All right, I got something.
Well, the good thing is they got another one in PA that they can rely on.
Oh
so.
yeah, that's
Lord,
I saw
oh my goodness.
I saw
Lest
Luke,
we forget.
Did you see the video I sent y'all today about the turning point thing? Did you watch any of that?
I did. I started it.
They were going in, yo.
Yeah.
And it's really good. Like Steve Bannon was making a lot of great points, but Luke Rudkowski had on a shirt that said Biden Fetterman 2024. It's a no-brainer.
he always has the good t-shirts.
Yeah, that's how he makes his money.
Yeah.
It's
the
like
singers.
I think it's like greatpoliticalshirts.com or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Biden Fetterman 2024. It's a no-brainer. I want to show you guys this clip of just pure delusion at its best. Pure, just irrational delusion and fear.
What is that?
Just watch.
Oh my God. It's so ridiculous.
Bro. What are you doing?
That's stopping viruses right there. Is that what you're telling me?
What are you doing, bro?
That's stopping all the little particles.
Come on, get your people. Is that a Cambodian flag back there?
Is this real?
Is this real? Do you see the guy there with? He looked like he got one. What's them Jones the girls used to make back in high school? The little things they were pulling. He looked like he got one of them over his face.
Yeah, but what's that protecting though? Like it's
dude, exactly. But I've seen other people. I've seen people in this post pictures of or videos of people in restaurants, even here now, with masks that they're like pull down the mask. They're eating every time
That's
they take
the
a
power.
Listen, when I go to the gym, I still see this daughter and father with their mask on.
Yeah,
coming in there. I'm like,
let me guess.
How do they put the camera on you and do that?
I'm surprised because everyone I've seen so far has always been black.
They love the mask,
Well,
bro.
I want mom to put the camera on her and when she did the little action.
Yeah, take my video down. Take my video down, mom. Okay. And then put the camera on you and show us what they did at
what
the
did
gym.
they do?
No. Show us what they were doing at the gym. No, we want to see it. Come on.
They didn't see it.
But I think it looks
I'm in direct
but listen, view. So they're the only two with a mask on, don't they? They look so ridiculous.
Well,
what did Stan ask our name? Are they?
You missed that. We ain't gonna go back to that. We ain't gonna go back to that. Yeah. That was funny though. Yeah. So we got a video here from the border.
Oh God.
We got a video here from the border, Mom. Pull this up real quick.
Okay. Oh my God.
It's not a crisis at all going on. Not a crisis. Where's Kamala?
Yeah.
Where's
Kamala?
Where's AOC?
Where's Biden?
I saw today they were just asking Karine Jean-Pierre about Kamala, like if she's been like what's she doing?
What happened to her?
And
the borders are.
She's like, I have nothing to give you. I have nothing to contribute to that right now. But she is doing the work.
Oh my
God! Come on, yo.
But Biden has not been over there not once.
Neither has she.
No, I know, but
and
I'm just
she's
saying
the
he's
czar.
the president.
What's Biden gonna do?
This is in El Paso.
He's gonna try to count all the illegals and mess it up.
It says new video provided to Fox by Texas Congressman Tony Gonzalez shows extreme overcrowding at the Border Patrol Central Processing Center in El Paso, Texas. Congressman Gonzalez says he took the video on Friday when 4,600 migrants were in federal custody. Capacity is only 1,040.
Wow.
And look at what they wrapped up with aluminum.
But I thought that was Trump who did all that.
Yeah. See, the thing
with
is,
the foil blankets.
They're not separated there.
They're
all together.
They're all together.
Once you
But I
separate
thought,
them,
but Trump didn't even separate them though. I thought that happened.
What about the
under-
cages?
The cages was under Obama. Right? Wasn't
the
that-
porter in chief?
Yeah. The porter in chief.
I guess to them it looks normal because they look like they're sardines in a can. It's terrible.
Yeah, we had we had to show a lot of people pictures of 2014 when those cages were being implemented. That they didn't realize because people thought that Trump built them things because he just wanted to be racist. Like so ridiculous, man.
What did Joe Biden say? See, Puedo.
No, that was Jill.
Yeah, Jill. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. His wife, right? See, some Puedo.
I'm gonna find it.
What that means was yes, we can.
She was
Si
trying.
puedo.
She was trying to say that. Wow. Wait till you see this.
Okay.
She was trying to say
Dude,
that.
come on.
I forget where she was.
Where was that at? I think was that for the election?
That's the same speech where she talked about
there's the JFK.
tacos or burritos.
She compared them to burritos.
Yeah.
Let me see. I mean,
As the Bogotas of the Bronx,
yes,
the
the
Bogotas.
diversity of this community, as distinct as the Bogotas of the Bronx, as beautiful as the blossoms of Miami, and as unique as the breakfast tacos here in San Antonio.
Oh, I killed it.
Your strength. Diversity.
She said the Bogotas.
The Bogota.
The Bogotas.
What is it supposed to say? What was
Bodega.
that? Oh my goodness!
But hold on, I'm trying to find the so Puedo.
I didn't know what she was saying. Bodegas.
that was a picture. But that's what she said. Si se puede. That's what she said. That's what she said.
Oh my God.
She was like, yeah, don't just say it one time. Si se puede.
Oh my God.
That's like Beto.
Come on,
remember
man.
Beto?
Oh, my goodness.
Remember Beto? Oh my God.
Beto and what's the black dude's name?
Cory Booker.
Cory Booker. They went back and forth. Yeah. Hold up. I got that because I made a meme about that on our Instagram. I made a meme about that. I'm gonna try to find it.
Beto's like, heck no.
Because he was mad.
Outdo me.
No. Booker was the one mad because Beto beat him to the Spanish speaking.
Right.
He was going to drop that Spanish speaking on him.
Yeah, the one up him.
Yeah. Yeah, he was mad about that. Let me see if I can find it.
Like, yeah, don't fall for this stuff, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to our boy Robert Ruffus.
Robert
He said,
Ruffus.
Happy holidays, brothers.
Happy holidays, man. Merry
Christmas,
bro. Merry Christmas.
Christmas.
Oh, here we go. Hold on.
Oh,
Pull some audio up real quick.
Here we go.
Eso. Necesitamos incluir cada persona en nuestra democracia. Cada votante necesitamos, si queremos hacer eso, necesitamos incluir cada persona en nuestra democracia. Cada votante necesitamos, si queremos hacer.
Hold up, and now you got to watch Corey try to.
La situación ahora es inaceptable. Este presidente ha atacado, ha demonizado los inmigrantes. Es inaceptable.
That's his girl.
Voy a cambiar esto.
I am a Spanish genius.
That meme was great, man. That meme is underrated.
Este presidente ha atacado, ha demonizado los inmigrantes. Es inaceptable.
Yo, that look though, dude. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
If looks can kill.
Oh Oh my God!
Play that again. Can I see the look again?
Oh, the other one. Hold on.
Oh, bro, if looks can kill.
Yo, I couldn't believe it.
Queremos hacer eso. Necesitamos incluir cada persona en nuestro
And nobody
democracia.
talked about this.
Cada votante necesitamos, si queremos hacer eso, necesitamos incluir cada persona en nuestra democracia. Cada votante necesitamos, si queremos hacer.
But I can understand what he's saying.
I know, but that's why Cory Booker was looking at him because he knew that dude just stole his shine. That's why he was because he was gonna hit them with the Spanish.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because Cory
Okay.
Booker was dating Rosario Dawson, which is why I put that video of her like saying, "What the hell is he saying?"
Oh,
Because
okay.
I guess she tried to coach him into speaking Spanish. Like,
bro, they probably didn't even date.
it was fake. It was
like
fake.
a
It was
stunt.
clearly fake. Dude, I had some great memes from that.
That was hilarious.
Yo,
man.
hold up. Watch this one, bro. This one. Did y'all see this one?
Oh my god.
Oh,
yeah.
There's something that sets me apart from all my colleagues running in this race. That is, for the last 21 years, I've been raising a black son in America.
Then I got that letter. My black son. Now each day my heart is getting bigger. Don't even remember sleeping with that lady, but I did. My black son, he's coming to stay. My black son, he's making each day the best that he can.
I have had to have very, very serious talks with my son Dante about how to protect himself on the streets of our city and all over this country.
Also, he's a ninja.
Come on, yo. Come on.
That's great.
And he named him Dante.
Yeah, but he said I had to teach him how to protect himself.
Oh, my
and
God.
then it's also he's a ninja.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It's classic.
This is another
man.
great one from that. Yo, there was so much content during that Democratic primary, bro.
A lot of buffoonery going on.
Watch this one right here.
Hey guys, you know what? America does not want to witness a food fight. They want to know how we're going to put food on their table.
With her eyelashes. She got eyelashes.
Bro, she was saving. That was like the first thing she said. She
Let me get
was
one, Stan.
waiting for the moment to use that line that someone gave her. That was so funny, man.
Oh my gosh. And then she made those eyes like, I know what I'm talking about. Oh my
She was
God.
like, take that.
Bro, this meme is still classic too. I don't care what nobody says, yo. I to this day, when I see Tyler the Creator,
Oh, Martin.
I got some good memes on here. Hold on, let me see. I know there's another one I want to show y'all. Oh, this one.
Somebody take these Doritos.
This I should say.
Oh, yeah.
So this is what Illuminati YouTubers, but also Mom and her QAnon people.
Oh, stop it. Oh, my God.
It involves Asclepius' own father.
Apollo.
Yeah, thanks, lady. That's right. Apollo slew the serpent at Delphi, which was a big-ass snake. That's right. And what, brothers, is the biggest snake in the world?
The South American anaconda.
What she said?
Anaconda malt liquor.
And what is the slogan for Anaconda Malt Liquor? Anaconda Malt Liquor gives you woo! Gives you what? Woo! And who else is famous for? Woo! Little Richard! Who? Little Richard! So, what they really saying is Anaconda Malt Liquor gives you Little Richard. What is another word for Richard?
Yo, that's one of the best scenes from Black Dynamite. One of the best scenes from
Underrated
Black Dynamite.
movie.
Yes. Oh, man. Man, there was another meme I know I had another meme on here I wanted to show y'all. It was the one where the girl did the math and it was totally wrong. Oh, here it is.
Somebody tweeted recently that actually with the money he spent, he could have given every American $1 million.
I've got it. Let's put it up on the screen. When I read it tonight on social media, it kind of all became clear. Bloomberg spent $500 million on ads. U.S. population 327 million. Don't tell us if you're ahead of us on the math.
Come on. Do math.
They could have given each American $1 million and have had lunch money left over. It's an incredible way of putting it.
It's an incredible way of putting it. It's true. It's disturbing. It does suggest.
You're elitist or dumb. you elitist with your geography and your maps and your spelling. Even though my
your math and your reading.
Yeah. Somebody tweeted recently.
Y'all remember that when Don
when
Lemon
they were
making fun of regular Americans who was but they're calling themselves elitists.
Yeah. Making fun of regular Americans. They get called all the time. Like Don Lemon, like we talked about that, how he was when they were talking about Trump and his cognizant level.
Yes, and he messed up the test.
He messed up the animal. What was it, like a giraffe or something?
Yes. No, it was a I think it was a rhinoceros and he called it an elephant. I don't know. Something like that.
Come on, dude. Come on, dude.
Yeah. Trying to see if I can. Oh, here we go.
Question about when this test was given and who gave it to him.
What is it?
It's a he said it was part of this, the cognitive test when you do the.
No. Well, when do you take that? That looks like something for middle school.
Well, you take that when. Usually, listen,
both
I'm
of
not
these
a doctor.
dudes are
I'm going to
now
let Dr. Reiner explain it in a little
clowns.
bit. But usually, when
Proven
there is
clowns.
some issue or some concern about, your cognitive abilities. So,
So remember now, keep in mind, they were attacking Trump for his cognitive abilities for a long ass time. To the point where they made him take a test.
Yes.
But we got somebody in the White House right now that is clearly has a broken brain,
messes up every single week.
We don't hear nothing about
Nothing.
it. Matter of fact, if you point it out, they make all the excuses in the world. Talk about how he has a stutter.
Yeah.
But
even though he never stuttered his
never
50-something years in
and he's
Congress.
he's been proven to lie about things in the past and make up stories
Ever since.
when he ran for the president multiple times before and lost. He lost because he got caught in multiple lies.
Yep, plagiarizing.
Yeah,
speech
just making up his
Just
own
making up
reality.
Yeah.
About
being first in his
graduating
class.
first in his class, all that stuff,
having a degree.
Yes. Walking with Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corn pop.
Yeah, corn pop. But
I feel like
let's
burying the
play the rest.
lead.
Well, what do you mean?
And what about you jumping me on TV? What if I didn't remember?
Person, woman, man, camera.
I understand. TV.
TV.
Yeah.
And maybe it's easy for us because we're,
Well, now I'm nervous about it. It's the only thing going through my head right now.
You're wondering if there are any other tests coming up?
I'll tell you what, though, and I'll tell you why. It just proves how not nice you are. I am not 100% in the melon.
I know.
I do not have. I have fog. I have not word recall issues, but I say
I have COVID and then get caught out in public.
Yeah.
the wrong things sometimes, especially when I'm tired. I know everybody's saying,
Okay, we get it.
Yeah.
I just want to see when he messes
see
up. Here we go.
"You got no acuity, son."
Oh yeah, that was
assessment. It's
What were the animal shapes?
Well, it's a lion, a hippo, and a camel.
Isn't that a rhino? In the
yeah, that's what it was.
A rhino.
You don't even know.
That's what it was.
You got no
He
acuity,
called the rhino a hippo. That's what it was.
son. You got no
I'm looking at
acuity.
it backwards. I'm looking at it backwards.
You don't know a rhino
That's a
from an
rhino.
elephant.
Sorry, yes. I'm looking at it backwards.
I got to take you to the zoo.
Yeah.
Yo, how do people watch this crap?
Yeah.
Like literally, that's what we're doing.
Because they're on one side.
Yeah,
they're Team CNN.
Team CNN.
I make fun of Nana's dad all the time.
That's all he watches.
Because I say to him like, "Don't you get tired of them lying to you? They all lie. They all lie."
So why do you watch it then? I don't watch people that lie.
Yeah,
no. I don't do that.
Nope.
I don't like watching
Chase
liars.
the truth.
I don't watch Fox News.
Me either.
I do like Tucker though.
Yeah, I mean, Tucker will actually report the news like he did with that JFK thing. Mm-hmm. But I can't watch him all the time because he's snarky and annoying to me. Like snarky. His whole personality is like, can we get somebody just a real human to report? Like the whole way he does it with the why is this?
His other stuff though, he doesn't do that. Like on his is it a podcast?
He has a podcast.
He has a podcast.
Yeah, he doesn't act like that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he doesn't act like that.
He doesn't.
It's
like
just
I watched the
on-
one with
when
when he did Tulsi. I watched it live actually.
Okay.
And he's just a normal person talking.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think that's just like his TV thing.
Personality.
But I don't mind it because he's reporting,
Yeah, but the same stuff he's I mean, to be honest with you, he did break that JFK thing.
Yeah.
Which we didn't even play
it.
the rest of that actually,
Right.
where he went into the fact that someone actually leaked to him that he spoke to a source and they told him that the CIA was definitely involved.
In it, yeah.
Like,
and that's the part that they're keeping quiet.
Yes.
Because that came up because those files were supposed to be, all of the files are supposed to be released.
They just released more files,
Yeah.
but they're keeping that part quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Biden could have lifted everything.
And Trump could have too.
And Trump could have too.
He has beef though, like Tucker, like he has beef with the DOJ and because they were coming at him.
Yeah.
For trying to get that. He was trying to get an interview with Putin.
Yes.
Actually, that's why they were like tapping him, and he found out. He was telling Tulsi about it.
No, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that whole like he was trying to get that interview with Putin, and then they used that as a way to surveil him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was talking to somebody and information got out because somebody asked, like, are you doing this? And he was like, wait a minute. I didn't tell anybody. So he said the feeling that he had was like this, like punch in the gut.
Mhm.
Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, our government is doing shady stuff, surveilling us.
Because his dad came from that, if I remember right.
He was in DC.
Yeah.
And he was talking about like when he was talking to Tulsi, like he was saying before, all this is coming out. He's people used to say like, oh, it's a swamp, and he didn't believe them. He's like, I grew up. It's not that bad there.
Yeah.
But now he's starting to see, what they're talking about.
Yeah, I mean it's so deep. If you get a chance to watch the rest of that thing with James Lindsay and Steve Bannon on Tim Pool
Turning Point.
Well, it was Tim Pool broadcasting at Turning Point,
right?
And he had James
that's
Lindsay.
what it was. That's
so
why.
Charlie,
American
yeah.
Fest.
So
American
he's
Fest.
in Arizona at American Fest.
Yeah, American Fest.
Yeah, and so he did a live broadcast for Timcast IRL, and Charlie Kirk was on there, Steve Bannon, James Lindsay, and someone else who is also running for some position. But she was dropping some knowledge that I didn't even know about. That like even in the Republicans have like this I think she called it the 168 or something like that, where it's like every state has 3 Republicans that are like pretty much they're like a mob, like a gang. They run everything, and if you can't get something approved from them, it won't happen. She was breaking it down, but she's a part of that gang, but she's trying to infiltrate it. It's interesting, man. You guys should definitely check that out.
Controlled opposition.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to Steve Hansberger.
Steve Hansberger.
What up, Steve?
Steve.
When you gonna come and sit down and talk some crap?
Steve, Steve should be making some videos right now. Last night he said, "Oh, I'm gonna hang back and make some videos."
we
guys.
we call him. He's like, "Hello."
He's knocked out. Yeah.
We love you, Steve.
Yeah, man, we love him. All right, I mean that's pretty much all I got. Unless y'all, I got one more video. We can react to this. This is a radical gender activist tells Congress that she helps facilitate child sex transitions without parental notification or consent, beginning at age 13. You seen this? All right, let's play it real quick.
Person is safe and protected. We are constantly filing reports of abuse and neglect because of parents
I
not
understand the cases
young
of
people who
it
they
sounds
are.
like you're deflecting the question a little bit. I understand cases of abuse. There's laws to protect the abuse. I mean, schools actually are legally obligated
illegal to
report
abuse kids.
cases of abuse. Same for churches and the like, anyone who deals with young people. But, do parents have a right? Should they be informed about what's going on? Do they have a right to know what's going on in their kids' lives?
So I think, again, those of us who are protecting and supporting young people are there and trusted with the information of the things that they are dealing with. In terms of parents' rights to know at schools, I mean, here in Colorado, parents don't have the right. If a young person is questioning their gender or their sexuality, there are laws in place that say that they have the right to process that with their trusted counselor and so forth.
You do a significant amount of your work with kids even starting at age 13. What would be the age of consent then in your mind?
In our community, the age of consent to mental health therapy is 12 years old. So we have laws that enable young people to connect with trusted adults who can support them. That is just so important. It prevents suicide. And so we serve young people at 13.
Yo, is it just me, or do these people always have like this weird like demonicness to them?
Yeah.
When you hear them talking about this stuff, like
no, it's not just you. You feel it.
Yeah.
Just like their mannerisms, the way she's talking about this, it's just creepy, bro.
It's like we know exactly what we're doing.
Yes.
It's the overtone or undertone. I would say overtone.
Yeah. I agree with you. Yeah. So
we both have 12-year-olds, Jamie.
Yeah.
And there's certain things you don't trust them with because they're not ready for it.
Most things.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And to say that they don't tell the parents, they don't feel like they're right.
But I say this all the time. Like, sorry to cut you off.
No, go.
My son, he's 12, and he don't even know what the heck he wants to eat.
Yeah.
Why do I trust him to say that? Oh, I'm a girl.
Yeah.
And I want to cut my pee-pee off.
Right. I want to take hormone blockers to stop my puberty.
He don't even know what he wants to wear sometimes to school. It's like, why? Because they're kids, man. It's like, let them be kids.
But this is the thing. Yeah. If you allow them to consent to make those choices, then you're gonna have to allow them to consent to other choices. So that's why there's this push.
Yeah.
Because you have to, realistically, if you can allow them to change their sex, you have to allow them to decide when they want to have sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, which normalizes pedophilia.
Exactly.
Yeah. Why are we normalizing that though? Like,
it's all evil.
We don't even trust them to vote. They can't even drive until they're
they can't
17
drive. They can't,
or 16.
They can't purchase certain things. They can't get tattoos. I saw a story the other day about a mother who was prosecuted because she let her underage daughter get a tattoo.
Yeah,
but it's okay.
That.
Yeah,
but it's okay.
So you can't do that. You can't let them get a tattoo.
Right. But they can change their sex without your knowledge.
Exactly.
They can start the process of taking hormones, like, because some of these states is like California, they're allowing these kids to start the process without the parents' knowledge.
Yeah. Well, that's what they're talking about now.
Yeah.
She's talking about that in Colorado. At the age of 12, they're allowed to do that.
I'm so mad that I keep forgetting to change this.
I know. I just see. I'm in direct.
I'm listening.
I'm in direct line of sight
the
of
video.
mom.
Okay, I'm looking at you.
You got the steam
And mom is
coming
just
out
like,
your ears.
But this is why it's important for
Yeah.
us to be on top of what we need to be doing as a
Yep.
community, pushing back against these things, teaching our kids why this is not right. No matter what they try to tell you in school,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
no matter what. Jake was just talking to us yesterday about some like weird CRT stuff
That's
that
straight up
the
CRT.
teacher was implementing in his kids' school.
But they call it something else.
They just
it
just wasn't
it's
called
just
anything.
history.
It was just a part of the history homework.
Yeah.
Just this language that is just inserted into the questioning to put ideas in your head about history. You know what I mean?
So that's them saying we're just going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah.
Not I don't mean to change the subject, but I was redoing my Facebook, because my phone, and they're asking me what pronoun I want to be called.
Yeah.
I was like, you gotta be kidding.
No, I'm not. I mean, that's what it is.
She, her.
Oh my God.
Everywhere you go to the doctor, they're asking. And at the doctor, it's even more scary because it's like your biological sex matters.
Yeah.
To your treatment.
Your treatment. Yeah. It's certain.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Don't fall for the tricks.
Yeah. And we gotta keep our families intact.
Yep.
We gotta keep building, and that's why we're trying to build this Young Lion community. Because if we have a community of people that all are on the same page, we all support each other, we all lift each other up, we all, have each other's backs, then there's nothing.
We all say no together.
Exactly. There's nothing that they can do. There's nothing that they can implement that can affect us.
Yep.
So let's keep that in mind, everybody, as we go into this holiday season. We go into this new year, 2023, which is upon us.
Can't believe it. 2023.
Yeah. Crazy, right? Man, we all getting old.
Yeah.
But it's a part of life, man.
Yeah.
But
keep on living.
We can wrap it up there. Thank you guys for watching. We hope everybody has a great Christmas.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys, hopefully, if everybody's here. We'll see you guys next week before the new year. But we appreciate everybody who's, taking the time to tune in and listen to these conversations, engage with us, dropping comments in. Please hit the like button, share this video. If you're on Rumble, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook. I didn't even check if we were getting any comments on Rumble today. I'm sorry.
Nah, we
guys.
didn't.
Okay.
I'm on Rumble.
Wow.
But
Okay.
it was people watching.
Yeah. But shout out to everybody who's been watching us, and just let people know. This is the Young Lion. The Young Lions are a group of people that are we believe in Jesus, we believe in God, we believe in the principles of the Bible, and we want to continue to keep that in the forefront of life here in America and what we're spreading to our children. So we need everybody that's on board with that to share this with the world. We have a Patreon if you want to become a member, patreon.com/youngliontv. La Anthony said thanks and Merry Christmas, y'all. Courtney said thanks everyone, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yeah, take some pictures of y'all food too, man.
Yeah,
that
man.
y'all cook or something.
Yeah, send us some pictures. We want to see what y'all eating, man.
Made for Christmas dinner and all that stuff.
Yeah, we'll post up I'm having a whole Trini,
Oh,
Nice. I wish I was here.
Yeah.
Might have to.
What are y'all doing?
I'll be Christmas. I think we're going to Christina's or Shani's wife. Good, I'm drawing a blank.
I will be driving to Louisville.
Oh, that's right.
to
You're
visit
You're
my
driving?
sister, yeah.
Oh,
because it's all of us going. My mom, my brother.
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice.
See
that
expensive
baby.
for them flights.
Go see your little nephew.
My brand new meet my nephew.
Yeah.
That's your first nephew.
My first.
Wow.
My first blood nephew.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. I do have a nephew, Kellen.
Yeah.
I consider him my nephew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is
First nephew from your family.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
First Asian nephew.
There you go.
He looked more white than he did.
Yeah.
He does. He does look white. But he still look a little Asian though.
He does.
Handsome boy though, man.
Yeah.
She's
So cute,
torturing that dude with like pictures and taking pictures of him in pumpkins.
Oh man.
And I'm talking
Yep.
to her. She's like, he hates it. I'm like, yeah, you're torturing him.
Yeah,
That's why.
New moms, man. They will
She
never
loves it,
get
yo.
enough of it.
She loves it. I'm so happy for her.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yep.
For a while, I was praying for her because she had issues.
Mhm.
She had to go through the whole, not in vitro, but like it's called something else, where
Yeah.
you go through that type of process.
Yo,
and-
that is happening so much now, and there's got to be something going on with that.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it has to do with probably a lot of the birth control stuff.
Yeah.
Plan B,
The
hormones, in
just
the
drug,
food.
just
the food.
drug, like I don't want to put my sister's business out there, but she went through like kind of depression type of stuff, so she was taking stuff,
Yeah.
with that. But
Back in the day.
I feel like that had a lot to do
Mhm.
with changing hormones and messing with stuff.
Yeah, even the foods we eat now.
I was gonna say the
like-
processed foods.
Yeah, yeah, all that stuff affects
Yeah.
how your body is gonna perform. And then it's even men, like testosterone counts are so low.
Yeah.
Men ain't producing the sperm they used to.
Yeah.
My T levels is up, baby.
Have you tested yours?
No.
So how do you know?
I just I'm a man. I know because I'm a man.
I'm a man. Because I lift weights and eat meat.
I don't want to hear that. Tonight.
I'm joking.
No,
I eat
but
steak all day.
No, but it's a problem, man. It's
It
a
is.
problem, and there was a lady on Rogan did a lot of research on this and talking about plastics and how that has had a huge microplastics has had a huge effect on the testosterone levels of younger men.
Yeah. Yeah, Nina sent me something.
So what?
about that, too.
Microwaving food in like Tupperware and stuff? Is that what you mean?
Dude, and also just like everything is packaged in plastic.
Yeah.
The water
And then
bottles,
everything
too.
has soy in it too, and soy is estrogen.
Soy sauce?
Yeah, bro.
Well,
I love soy sauce.
Suey sauce.
I'm Asian. I love soy sauce.
Yeah, but think about it. It's not just soy sauce. Like soy sauce, I'm pretty sure like soy sauce in and of itself in your food is not a big deal. But then when you have all of the processed foods have soy in them, all of the they're using soybean oil in all of the products that we eat, condiments, everything. So it ends up being an overload on your body.
Yeah.
And the way they're processing the soybean oils is those hydrogenated oils. Your body can't process those.
Yeah.
So it's just a lot of stuff that we do.
So
that-
you're saying let's start a commune
with
acres.
eat
and,
eat off the fat of the land.
Yeah. And bottle and
hunt
glass.
some elk and wild boar.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Emma, man. He said, hello, guys. Hope y'all are good. We are good, man. Merry Christmas, brother.
Merry Christmas, Emma.
I hope I see you on Saturday at soccer. Like Anthony said, use coconut enzymes instead of soy sauce. That is not the same.
It's so true.
Coconut enzymes instead of soy sauce?
Hey, I was gonna say you could have said it probably tastes good. Coconut enzymes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can use it in the same situation. As
I don't know.
Suey sauce.
That's suey, boy.
I'm Asian. I like my soy sauce.
But soy sauce isn't bad. It's fermented soy.
It's fermented. Yeah.
Honestly, it's all the soybean oils and everything.
And they put that in everything.
Soy
It's
milk
like-
is horrible for you. Tofu, things like that.
Yeah.
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 But you know, we got to do better.
That's
man.
why it's good to do a detox, man. You gotta do a detox. And
She said it tastes similar.
oh,
I gotta try it. I'm skeptical.
Let me be the judge of it.
That's like the Impossible Burger where people are like, oh, it tastes just like meat.
No, it don't.
No.
Well, I never even had it, so.
Well, what about gluten bread? Oh, it tastes like bread. No.
Never had that either.
I've had that.
Keto cookies.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Terrible. All the keto stuff is terrible.
Yeah.
My aunt eats gluten bread. Oh my gosh, it's like hard, nasty. Oh.
Cardboard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just take a bite out of that shelf right there.
Everything in moderation, guys.
But again, think about bread as another example. The original bread, like sourdough bread made from scratch, is actually not bad for you. And it doesn't have the same reaction gluten-wise that the breads that we eat
like
does.
insulin, even insulin
levels.
Yeah, because the way that they're made, it's made with whole grains. It's made like there's no yeast. It's
the rising is on its own. Right?
Yeah, it rises literally from microbes in the air. It's basically fermented wheat,
right?
That kind of like ferments out in the open, and then you bake that, and it's like real sourdough bread that you make on your own is supposed to be one of the most nutritious things you can eat. But we're so used to eating this overly processed and rich white flour. This bread that is like there's no nutritional value.
Yeah.
And it's loaded with sugar and all this other stuff.
Fluffy and
she said correct. Anthony said correct about sourdough bread. Well, thank you. Yeah, no, it's it's interesting because that's a prime example of like how far we've gotten away from real food, like raw food, the way it was designed. And I remember watching something like The Legend of Bread, like how the first bread was made. Apparently it was supposed to be in Egypt or something, but it was just like someone left their porridge out on the counter and never ate it and just left it there, and then it started to rise up from the microbes, and then they just said, well, let me try to cook this.
Let's throw it in
Let's
fire.
throw it in some fire and see what happens. And then it was like think about how long bread has been like the most important food in the world.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean?
Stuff like that is so interesting to me. Like I love I say this all the time. I would love to watch a DVD, like you go to heaven or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, Lord,
Show me how
everything happens.
Yeah. From the
I
beginning.
would be like,
right
in heaven.
Yeah, right.
No pun intended.
What if that's what it is? What if that's what it is?
This is how
like you just get to learn how everything happened from the beginning.
I would marvel at the Lord.
And then you just never stop being amazed. You never stop.
Crazy.
Because they talk about how the angels go around every time they are amazed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. It's so fascinating.
It is.
Like even finding out like what we could eat. Like if you look at, for instance, like a pineapple or something, right? You look at that like without cutting it.
Yeah.
It's like who was the first one that cut it open and was brave enough to eat that?
That's how I always think about that with food. I always think about that. Like, who was the first one that was brave enough to try it? Because you know how many people died from trying stuff. So there had to be someone that was brave enough to be like, I'll try it. I was actually talking to this the other day, I think with Liz, about sea urchin. Because it was like, who decided to break that thing open and dig that meat out of the middle of it?
And once you open it, that meat don't look delicious.
It doesn't
look delicious at all.
It just looks like some gloppy slime in there. Yeah. And but think about clams, mussels, all that. Like, who's was like, I'm going to eat that. You know what I mean? And then was like, wow, this is delicious. Oysters.
Like clams.
Were you hungry,
oysters.
boy?
I was gonna say, was it just from hunger?
I was gonna say that looks like something. So never. Some nasty dude like. Like pan it to yourself and do that face again.
You get to see all mom's faces. I don't get to see them.
I always see mom's faces. She's rolling her eyes at me like.
Yeah. Man, we just having a good time. Yeah, we just chopping it up. This is what we do anyway. Again, guys, Merry Christmas. Listen,
Merry Christmas.
Hit those websites. Please subscribe to our YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. You know, look
Cash
for
App.
Cash
You
App.
just wanna
If you
donate.
want to throw some meat to the lions, hit us up on the Cash App. It's just Young Lion TV on Cash App. You can donate to the cause. You know. We got all of this equipment, all of this stuff. It costs, you know, and we're trying to be able to do this more for you guys. I honestly want to be able to do this more. So if we can, that would be great. So it takes for support. So you can support that way. You can support on the Patreon, patreon.com/YoungLionTV. You can become a member on there, and all of that support goes to us just being able to do this. So shout out to all of our young lions who are supporting and are in here right now. We love you guys. And we will be back next week with another stream. All right, bye.
Bye.
Peace.
Young lion, go live, yeah. Young lion, you rich, yeah. This kingdom has room, yeah. Go and fight people in, ooh.